Hello everyone, my name is Paulina Gala and I'm very excited to be able to show you my topic about a historical place of interest to me. I hope you can enjoy and learn a little about the topic, so if you go to visit it one day, you can know its context. The topic that I'm going to talk about next will be about the Louvre Museum. Art is one of the most amazing things in the world, and this museum is one of the most famous in the world, so it becomes a historic site of art and of course of Europe. The presentation will take about 2 and 3 minutes or less, and the question you will have can be answered by raising your hand or during the presentation, or it could be until the end as you want and feel comfortable, and I am at your disposal for anything you wanted to know. The presentation will have these phases during its development. First, I'm going to talk about a bit of the history of the museum and where it's located. Secondly, I'm going to talk about what is inside the museum, such as the most famous and representative paintings. Third, there will be a space to talk about why it's considered a historic site and its importance. After that, the reasons for going and visiting the museum will be discussed, and finally a conclusion and summary of the entire presentation will be given along with your questions. First to first, Le Louvre is one of the largest museums in the world. Specifically, it's located in the heart of Paris and collects almost 35,000 objects from prehistory to these days, 21st century. Each year, more than 8 million people enter it. It's considered the most visited museum in the world. The museum is collected inside the Louvre Palace, an old fortress that was built by King Philip II at the end of the 12th century. Formed from the collects of the French monarchy, the Louvre Museum opened its doors in 1793, showing a new model of museum, which passed from the hands of the ruling classes to the enjoyment of the general public. Inside the museum. Secondly, from 2008, the collection was divided into 10 departments. First is Greek, Roman, and Etruscan antiquities, Near Eastern antiquities, Egyptian antiquities, paintings, prints and drawings, sculpture, decorative arts, and Islamic art. I'll move now to my next point, which is among the most important paintings in a museum. It's worth highlighting the following: Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, Liberty Leading the People by Delacroix, and The Marriage at Cana by Baroness. Among the sculptures, the most outstanding works are the Venus de Milo of ancient Greece, the seated scribe of ancient Egypt, and of course the winged victory of Samothrace from the Hellenistic period of ancient Greece. The importance. The museum has a rich collection that includes works from ancient civilization to the mid and 19th century. It's home to some of the world's most famous works of art, such as the Mona Lisa and Leonardo da Vinci's Virgin of the Rocks. The museum also has a large collection of sculptures, including Venus de Milo, and other objects from ancient civilization. For this reason, this museum is important for the history of Europe. Reasons for visiting the museum. Finally, the Louvre is huge and art lovers could spend several days during it. To get a general idea and see the most outstanding works, it's necessary to dedicate at least one full morning to tour the full museum. It's said that if you go to Paris and don't visit the Louvre, you have not visited Paris. This is true enough. as the grandeur of Louvre Paris is hard to miss. Now I'm going to conclude my presentation by saying that this has been all the relevant information that I have extracted about the museum, and I hope that it will be necessary to persuade you to give it a lot of importance, and if one day it's possible to visit it and learn better from the museum. We can say that this museum has formed the history of art in Europe, and thanks to the heart of Paris, it's very visited, which boosts the economy of Paris, of course. Now I'm available to you for any doubt or question about the topic. I hope you have enjoyed the presentation and have understood the cultural and artistic importance of the museum. Thank you so much for your attention.